All right, so you're thinking about taking the plunge.
Into what?
The Stanley Quencher H2.0 FlowState Tumbler, 40-ounce size, right?
Ah, yes.
That's a whole lot of hydration.
It is.
We've got your research right here.
Excellent.
Excerpts from Stanley's, well, from their own website.
Of course.
And a Target product page.
Interesting.
Which is great, because then we get those user reviews.
Yeah. Get a little peek behind the curtain.
Exactly. Real-world feedback. Let's unpack this trendy tumbler. See if it's really worth all the hype.
Sounds refreshing.
Right. Let's be honest. You see these things everywhere these days.
Everywhere you turn.
But first,
yes,
let's dive into Stanley's own website.
Okay.
They've gone all in.
On what?
On the visuals. It is very image heavy.
Oh.
With all the emphasis on their limited edition colors.
Right.
And these collaborations they do. Barbia, Love Shack Fancy. They are really going for a certain aesthetic.
What's fascinating here is how they're marketing an idea as much as a product, right? The imagery, the collaborations, it's all very aspirational. They're tapping into this desire for a certain lifestyle.
Right.
And the Quencher is positioned as like the key to achieving it.
And they don't let you forget it. Those SMS sign-up prompts.
Oh, yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Be the first to know. It's like they're counting on their audience to be like hooked on every new release.
Yeah.
Every single little limited time offer.
Which speaks volumes about their target market, wouldn't you say?
Totally.
This suggests a consumer base that really thrives on that novelty, that exclusivity. They're not just selling a tumbler. They're selling like a sense of belonging, being part of the in crowd.
Yeah, it's brilliant, really, even if it is a little overwhelming. And, have you noticed how they very strategically place their all-day collection front and center? What do you make of that?
Well, to me, it indicates they're really targeting busy individuals.
Yeah.
The kind of person who wants one container to take them from their morning coffee all the way to their evening workout.
Oh, wow.
It's about convenience, efficiency, appealing to those who, they value a streamlined, on-the-go lifestyle.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. They're all about making a statement. And that includes, highlighting their history. Founded in 1913. They're really playing that longevity card.
Oh, yeah.
Aiming for that trusted brand recognition.
Well, it's a classic tactic, right? You establish credibility, heritage. But it's interesting they don't really delve into the technical specifics, of the Quencher itself.
Oh, interesting.
On their website. It's more about the experience, the feeling, the brand association.
Which is where Target's product page comes in handy.
Oh, okay.
Hold on to your hats because they're giving us all the nitty-gritty. Dimensions, materials, you name it.
It's a good reminder that while a brand's website is all about crafting the specific image, retailer pages, they often provide that more practical, detail-oriented perspective.
For both sources really highlight that FlowState lid. 3 positions. Straw, wide mouth, closed. They are definitely banking on that being a major selling point.
And from a design standpoint, it's clever. It caters to different preferences, usage scenarios.
For sure.
But does the functionality live up to the hype?
Right.
That's what we need to find out.
Yeah.
One thing that caught my eye, though, was Stanley's emphasis on sustainability. 90% recycled steel.
Sounds impressive, right?
Sounds it. But is it the whole story? We'll have to dig into that a little later.
It's interesting how they're really pushing that sustainable angle.
Right.
90% recycled steel. But is it truly as, eco-friendly as they make it sound?
That's the question, isn't it? I mean, while using recycled steel is, generally considered more sustainable than virgin materials, it's not the whole picture.
Right.
There's a lot more to consider when you're really trying to assess a product's environmental impact.
Exactly. Like what kind of energy goes into sourcing and processing that recycled steel?
Exactly.
And what about the manufacturing process itself? Where are these tumblers actually being made?
Yeah.
And how does that factor in?
Precisely. Manufacturing locations and those practices, they can really impact a product's carbon footprint.
Oh, for sure.
And we can't forget about transportation.
Oh,
yeah. How are these Quenchers getting from the factory to the warehouse to your doorstep? All of these factors contribute to that overall environmental impact.
Like a chain reaction, right?
It is.
One thing leads to another. And then there's also the question of longevity, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Even if a product is made from, recycled materials, if it breaks easily or just doesn't last.
Right.
That's not very sustainable either.
Absolutely. Durability is a key aspect of sustainability.
Yeah.
A product designed to last is inherently more sustainable than one that needs frequent replacing.
Which brings us to that lifetime limited warranty that Target mentioned.
Ah.
Limited lifetime? Those two words seem at odds with each other, don't they?
It's all in the fine print. It's crucial to kind of, delve deeper into the specifics of that warranty. What does it actually cover?
Right.
Manufacturing defects, sure. But what about just wear and tear? Drops, dents?
Because, let's be real, these things are meant to be used.
Right.
Life happens.
Exactly.
It would be helpful to understand, the limitations of that lifetime promise.
Agreed. Especially considering the number of user reviews that mention, dents and scratches right out of the box.
Really?
Yeah. So if these tumblers are prone to damage, that warranty becomes even more significant.
Speaking of user reviews, can we talk about those?
Please.
It's like stepping into a parallel universe compared to Stanley's perfectly curated website.
Indeed. User reviews, they offer this really valuable glimpse into the real-world experiences of, everyday consumers.
So on one hand, you've got tons of praise for the color options.
Right.
And how well the Quencher keeps drinks cold. Hot, even. People seem to love those vibrant colors.
Yeah.
And that 11 hours cold, 2 days iced promise.
Which, if true, is quite impressive from a thermal performance standpoint.
Right. But then you scroll a little further and...
Well, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, is it?
Unfortunately not. There seems to be this recurring theme of dents, scratches, even broken straws on arrival.
Oh, no.
Not exactly the durability you'd expect from a premium-priced tumbler.
It's like that moment when you order something online and you've seen those, those perfect product photos.
Yes.
Only to be disappointed by what shows up at your door.
Precisely. It highlights the discrepancy that can exist between, the marketing and reality.
And it makes you wonder, is this a widespread issue?
Right.
Or are these just, isolated incidents? What's Stanley's quality control like?
Those are valid concerns.
Yeah.
And it raises the question of how these issues are being addressed, right?
Yeah.
Are they acknowledged, addressed,
Yeah.
or simply swept under the rug? And even beyond the durability concerns, some reviewers find the lid suction a bit overzealous.
Ah, yes. The dreaded lid struggle.
Right.
It seems counterintuitive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You want a leak-proof seal.
Of course.
But you also want to be able to, open the thing.
Without needing superhuman strength.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to take a quick sip at the gym between sets, only to find yourself locked in an epic battle with your own water bottle. Not exactly ideal.
Perhaps. It's a good reminder that even with well-marketed products, real-world usage can reveal unforeseen design flaws.
Speaking of design, did you notice how Target helpfully groups those reviews by themes, like vibrant colors versus leaks, for example?
It's a useful tool, especially when you're, navigating a sea of reviews. It helps to kind of identify those recurring patterns and potential red flags.
And it seems like Target might have some exclusive colors, too.
Oh, really?
Did you catch that review about the cherry mocha shade?
No.
Yeah. That one piqued my interest.
Ah, the allure of exclusivity. It's a clever marketing tactic, offering those retailer-specific options, to entice those consumers.
It's all about standing out from the crowd, right? So we've got sustainability claims, questionable durability, a potentially misleading warranty, and a lid that might require a personal trainer to open.
Uh-huh.
Where do we even go from here? Okay, so we've really gone deep here.
We have.
Marketing, materials, real-world use, even a little bit of lid anxiety.
A little bit. I'd say a lot.
Maybe. So what does this all mean? For you, our listener, you're trying to find that perfect hydration companion. What have we learned?
I think what really stands out to me is this. We got to be informed. We have to make informed decisions.
Yes.
The Quencher, it's like a lot of trendy products, right?
Right.
It has its good points. It has its downsides. Its fans, its critics.
It's like we saw with those Target reviews.
Exactly.
Little opposite ends of the spectrum.
People either love it or they feel a little let down.
By the reality.
Yes. It all comes back to looking beyond the shiny marketing. We have to dig into those user experiences and really ask ourselves, does this product actually fit my needs? Does it match my values?
And a big part of that is, reading the fine print, right?
Always.
That limited lifetime warranty. It sounds good, sure, but what's the catch?
Exactly. Does it only cover, if it arrives broken?
Right.
What about if you drop it? Or just, normal wear and tear? These are important questions to answer.
Before you buy.
Especially for something that's supposed to be, quote, built for life.
Because life can be tough on a tumbler.
Tell me about it.
Commutes, the gym bag, the inevitable drop on the sidewalk.
Yep.
It's not always pretty.
And that's where a little research can go a long way. Research the warranty, compare different brands, really understand the fine print of their policies. It can save you headaches down the road.
It's like that old saying, an informed consumer
is a happy consumer.
Or at least less frustrated. But, beyond all that practical stuff, there's a bigger question here, I think.
What's that?
Trends, they come and go. What's popular today might be forgotten tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. Remember those big, clunky water filters?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone had one. Now they're probably in the back of a cupboard somewhere.
Collecting dust.
Yeah.
So, the Quencher is having its moment in the sun.
Right.
But will it last?
That is the million-dollar question. And not just for tumblers either. It's something to consider with, any purchase. Are there options that are better for the environment? Are there brands out there that care more about how long something lasts, more than just how stylish it looks?
It's about knowing what you value.
Exactly, and aligning your spending, your choices with those values, whether it's sustainability or durability or just finding something that truly, honestly enhances your life without, breaking the bank or your heart if it gets dented.
Well said. So listeners, after our deep dive into the Stanley Quencher, I think we're left with a lot more than just, whatever beverage we choose to put in it.
We've got a lot to think about.
We do. If you were designing the perfect tumbler, what would be your top priority? Durability, sustainability, affordability, something else entirely? Let us know. That's it for today's deep dive, everyone. Until next time, happy hydrating.